the ball, and we are underway. Cascadia rivalry is back in the NWSL regular season. Megan Rapinoe to throw. Down by Fishlock and away from Megan Rapinoe. Sinclair. And Lori, obviously the news was a bit surprising to a lot of people. It was an ongoing conversation over 6 to 8 weeks.
What a finish by the Canadian International, and what a dream start for Portland Thorns. And we talked about how quickly they've started these games. But Christine Sinclair has been phenomenal so far this season.
And phenomenal in the last 4 games against OL Reign too. Rapinoe curling! Wiped aside by French.
Her just allows her to stay in really good positions to get on the ball more often. She's really done well and such an important part to this attack.
Gave chase. Barnes. Fishlock powers forward for OL Reign. Hubley slowed it but didn't stop it. Advantage played. Carried in by Huerta. Cruz.
Initial play from Fishlock to wiggle herself out of that pressure. One of the reasons why we're seeing her sit a bit deeper in that defensive midfield role to be able to build up, connect the lines. Typically plays in a more of an attacking midfield position. But this allows her to be able to see majority of the field, again, link the play and switch the point of attack when needed.
Fishlock, Cruz, Huerta.
Shows up when it's needed. She shows up all the time, especially though when it's needed.
Fishlock brought down by Dunn. Dunn shown an early yellow card in the 9th minute. Rapinoe is going for goal, and it's in! France got a piece, but Rapinoe delivers her first regular season goal in the NWSL in 1,047 days.
Making sure you don't allow time in the midfield, the likes of Haran or Dunn on the ball, and then start to play your game.
Cruz, Rapinoe. Fishlock. Fishlock. Cox. Hubley. Very few players have experience in this rivalry like Lauren Barnes.
Yeah, it's a fun match. She's like, this is why you play. We play for every game, but these are games that you really get excited for. The history between these two teams. And we spoke to her about asking her exciting attacking soccer.
Fishlock clips this ahead. Nodded toward Pruitt. Down in front, Cruz! A goal every 5 minutes so far. OL Reign leads.
And Mike, this is why goals matter. And I said it favored OL Reign, and it definitely has. They haven't looked back. They've gotten on the front foot. They've put Portland under pressure, more pressure than we've seen Portland under this entire season. And it's Fishlock again that starts this play. Little lofted ball over the top. Portland can't clear it, and then look at that strike from Shirley Cruz. Times it well, gets over it, keeps it low.
Star goalkeeper from Lyon, one of 3 loanees coming in from Lyon in France. Hubley. Done. Learning energy and how that's exuded through the organization under Mark Parsons. Rapinoe. Done. Hubley. Fishlock is returned. Overused. It's most certainly not anytime you get into the Pacific Northwest. Christine Sinclair scored in the 4th. Rapinoe scored in the 10th, Cruz in the 15th. It's Rapinoe on the ball now. Both sides coming into this game, Lori.
And then also continuing to showcase, because there's so many spots to have multiple players competing for it. And we, in particular, talking about Sophia Smitty, she feels the pressure of trying to make the Olympic roster. She's going to have the ups and downs. We're just trying to help her minimize the downs when it comes to it.
Just said it's easy to forget that pressure for the wrong end of Smith. Moving ball ahead, Fishlock will take over. The news this week that Julie Ertz has a MCL sprain, out for a significant chunk of the.
And for Julie Ertz, if they need it, in terms of just the scheduling, only a few games or days in between the games. What if she did go down with an injury? Who's going to replace?
Hubley. That bypass done. Rapinoe. Fishlock wheels this toward the corner. Pruitt. Rapinoe and Huerta making the runs. Leah Pruitt. Huerta got a piece. Fishlock is in the penalty area as well, waiting for the.
Amazing, if you will, in and around the box. And the energy that Fishlock brings to both sides of the game is second to none in this league.
And when you say a coach on the field, sometimes that's to a title before, while also playing.
Well, and as you just mentioned moments ago, too, about Lauren Barnes' 150th career appearance with this rank. And obviously Fishlock, the leadership that they bring. That pressure, though, from McNabb. She's got to get out there sooner. The ball bouncing. Make the save. That pressure, though, from McNabb. She's got to get out there sooner. The ball bouncing.
There's Sauerbrunn.
Bouncing back after that early goal from rivalry. And really credit to OL Reign. Bouncing back after that early goal from Christine Sinclair.
And Cruz is standing by with Marissa on the field.
Shirley, your goal gave your team the lead. How did you open up Portland in the buildup of that play?
Well, we play many games in the Challenge Cup, so we were not lucky. Right now, we try to play like how to destroy like their game, and that's what right now. So we have 45 minutes more, so the game is not in. But right now we need to be concentrated.
Thanks for your time, Shirley.
Ran.
It was interesting, Mike, when we were speaking to Mark Parsons about talking about the connections between his strikers, and he said early on in the Challenge Cup, two strikers, whether it was Lucy, Charlie, Weaver, or Sophia Smith, they were just trying to link up with one another. And he said, I have to have you understand the principles both in the attack and the defense to be able to be a complete threat up top. So they've worked diligently with all four of those strikers.
Fishlock. Horizontal run. Did rip that shot off of Haran.
What her role is in that 8 position on the outside of the diamond. Weaver, Sophia Smith still maturing, understanding what their role is, how they can be.
Here when they won the fall series in the Community Shield, then they won the Challenge Cup with that thrilling penalty shootout victory.
Really good quality look We've talked about the outside backs for Portland a few different times in this game, Mike, and that positioning from Westfall to be able to break lines, get past, forcing OL Reign to have to track back, but it gives them time and space to be able to pick out passes. We saw it intermittently in that first half, but not enough to continue to be dangerous consistently. Klingenberg, Westfall higher up the field. It's going to cause a lot of problems for OL Reign to have to track back. Not a lot of options.
Done. Cruz for OL Reign. Cox. About 25 goals ahead.
Just an unbelievable, we're seeing the foul right now on Shirley Cruz.
Rapinoe, who has scored already today. Rapinoe got off Haran. Cruz off Rodriguez. Falls in front, Weatherholt. This is down here. Huerta found Cruz, who finds Cox, a former Portland Pilot. Meanwhile, Westfall, who was just injured, coming off, and the aforementioned Cuica has come on. So that was the change you were intimating could occur. Lindsey Horan's early days as a professional at PSG. Shirley Cruz goes into the book.
You wonder if this is tired legs or an injury from Shirley Cruz. We knew last game for OL Reign, Shirley Cruz was out. Couldn't go for her side. And there's a question mark coming in when we talked to Farid Bensidi, whether or not she would be available or ready to go for this game as well.
Cruz so critical alongside Fishlock, with Quinn out due to a lower leg injury. Jenny Lesemer, Jennifer Marajan, Rose Lavelle set to come into the team in weeks to come. Ziara King has come on. Bethany Balser, the former Rookie of the Year as well for OL Reign.